All right. Good evening to everyone wherever you're listening to me. This is Prince K Crown. You're welcome to Talk with Prince K. Yeah, this is a program where we have interviews with a lot of with people concerning issues bothering around um people around, so many things that is going on the street of TikTok, around the society, and on the internet, as a whole. So, all right, please kindly double tap, share, and let everyone know that yes, we have started. Today, we're going to be bringing in Konibaje. Konibaje is going to be our guest for today. Please double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. We're going to be having an interesting time today. Trust me, it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. Because there are a series of things to discuss, things of things to iron out as well. Keep double tapping, keep double tapping, keep double tapping, keep double tapping. Let's keep double tapping. Let's keep double tapping. We've started. The show have started. The show has started. Let's keep double tapping. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's double tap. Let's double tap. And let's share the live. And please, if my network is not okay, if my network is lagging, please kindly indicate. Kindly indicate. Kindly indicate if my network is not good. Kindly indicate. Kindly indicate. Let's keep on tapping. Let's keep on tapping. Let's keep on tapping before the arrival of our guest today. Let's keep double tapping before the arrival of our guest today. Let's keep double tapping. And if the network is not okay, kindly um, signify, please. If the network is not okay, kindly signify. Um, let's keep tapping. Let's keep tapping. Let's share. We have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about today. Today is going to be an interesting time because we are having one of one oh yeah, the most controversial personality, when it comes to the issue of Mohbad. This person you know, has his opinion has been controversial as people have seen him. But today we are going to be hearing, from him. We're going to see probably the other side of him. Um, this person is blunt, is a straight person, but definitely highly controversial. So please let's double tap and let's share. Our guest is supposed to be here by 3 o'clock, but let's share and say a few things before our guest arrive. Today, we're going to be talking about inbox. Inbox. That is the topic for today. Inbox. Inbox. Of course, a lot has been going around since last week. Please, if my network is not okay, please indicate. If my network is not okay, please indicate. A lot has been going on since last week, and we see a lot of people being dragged, a lot of people being maligned. But I think those are part of what, when it comes to a cause like this for Mohbad, this is what we get. But before we delve into the matter, please kindly double tap. Thank you so much, Duki. Let's let's tap before our guest arrives. Let's tap before our guest arrives. And if my network is not okay, please kindly indicate in the comment section the network. Today we're going to, like I said, if you're just joining, we're going to be having one of the most controversial personality today. His name is Konibaje, and we are going to be talking about inbox. So you'll be wondering what's the inbox all about. I will find out that a lot of people, as a lot of things is going on in the inbox. A lot of things going on in the inbox. Aside the fact that people come out on the platform, to air their opinion, to drag this, blah, 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 on this issue of Mohbad, we find out that there is another thing that is happening in the inbox of people. And we are here to unbox those things and also talk about, some of the things, controversies that is has been surrounding our guests. Our guest has been accused of different things, but today we're going to be having clarity into these issues and definitely also unboxing some of the things. When we talk about Mohbad, we know that there are some behavioral aspect of it. We have the moral aspect of it, and we have the behavioral aspect of it. You know that some people have been accused of buying buying people. Some people have been accused of compromise, but as you know, it is not the case in most times. However, today we are going to be looking at inbox. If you're just joining, this is Prince K Crown, and you are on to talk with Prince K Crown. um so this is a platform where we talk about different things. We talk about women, we talk about child, we talk about societal issues. But currently we have been treating the issue of Mohbad, and we have been having people come on this platform. Those people who have been actively involved in the issue of Mohbad. That issue of Mohbad has been on since last year, and till now it's still counting. And they say till this moment, it is still counting. So we're going to be having Konibaje today. And it's going to be very interesting. Trust me, it's going to be interesting. You're going to have a good time. But in the meantime, while we wait for our guest, please double tap and share. And I want you to know that you can also support our show, with your gifts, with your encouragement, with your feedback. You can always support the show. So while we wait for our guest, Konibaje, kindly share and tell people or your friends that yes, the show has started. One of the things that about this show is the uniqueness, and we hope to continue the unique nature of the show. So like I said, you can support with anything, with your feedback, and if you want us to have some kind of improvement on the show, you can always inbox us, and or inbox me rather, and tell us what you'd like to see. And also, who you would like us to bring on board. And I want you to understand that, like I said earlier, this show is not fixated about justice for Mohbad. It's a running thing that still come to look at different issues in the society, in marriages, and we are going to be having guests to talk about this, even entrepreneurs. Um, Entrepreneurs, businesses, business owners. We hope to have them on board one of these days to talk about, to educate us about businesses, real estate, as it is. So while we wait for our guest, kindly double tap and share. And also, um, you can follow our page, our TikTok page, and social Facebook page at Poke Media. Facebook Poke Media, YouTube Poke Media. If you are joining late, this video is going to be available on the on YouTube, and that is Poke Media. Okay, I can see that our guest is around. I just want us to just do this thing straight. We don't waste time on our show. Just have to do it straight, go straight with a point, and have a good time. So if our guest is ready, you can, send a request, and let's bring you up on board. If you're ready, uh, and if my network is lagging, please kindly indicate.
Hi, good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Bro, what's good now?
Yeah, thank God. How is life with you? How is work? How is family?
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Firstly, I want to appreciate you for honoring our invitation, coming today. There are things that you actually told me, and I really appreciate the fact that you honor this invitation. And just want to say thank you. Out of your busy schedule, you have been able to like make time out to come have a chat on this show. Thank you so much. So, all right, let's quickly start the program while other people will join us. This program is actually birthed out of, trying our best to have a good narrative out there. It really doesn't have to do with justice for Mohbad. Oh, our guest is, I think, the network. So it's not really has to do with justice for mobile. It is a program that we hope. All right, can you hear? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Oh, okay, all right. So as I was saying that this program is just born out of you know using a media to do the right thing, to push the right narratives out there. It really doesn't have to do with justice for Mohbad, but everywhere we find ourselves, we should always use the media or use whatever thing that we have in our hands to push the right narrative, and also a form of image making, a form of image making. We want to try as much as possible to um, make our guests, most of the guests we bring are people that a lot of issues are actually surrounding them. So we want to just use this avenue to, make people see the other side of our guests, of people, so that they will not keep on carrying that narrative or that impression about this person, about that person. So, all right. So, are you ready for us, Mr. Konibaje? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Konibaje? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, the network is bad. Please, let's double tap. Let's double tap. Let's double tap. Let's us double tap. Let us double tap. Please, is the live stable? Please, I need feedback. Is the live? Is it stable? Please, I need feedback. Is the live stable or the network is pretty bad? Oh, okay, then it means it's our guest network then. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, that means it's our guest network then. Okay, please bear with us.
I don't know. The network
Okay,
is
yeah,
network has
yeah,
been
the
acting.
network.
Yeah, I think it's the
Okay,
location is that I am because
yeah,
I'm not even in Lagos at the moment. So
oh,
yeah, we can get
okay.
started.
All right, let's proceed. Please, can you introduce yourself? Let people know who you are. Who's Konibaje? Everybody know Konibaje.
Yeah,
Konibaje is Konibaje the real name? Let's meet you.
my name is Jayola. I own my own media company. I'm into A&R,
Mm,
PR, artist management, digital marketing solution, and content music distribution and event planning and all of that. That's what I basically do. And I have my own podcast as well.
okay,
That's what
wow.
I literally do for.
Mm. Okay, it's so it means you know a lot, very well vast, you're vast in when it comes to the music industry in Nigeria,
100%, 100%.
100% here. And some of the likelihood of things that some of these since you said the artist management, definitely you will know some of the challenges that these artists they face in their music career or in the contracts that they have with their management.
Yeah, that's like what we come across every day. It's like a
Mm.
daily thing. You understand? So yeah.
Let's start with this. How what do you think are the challenges that some of this, if you look at the case of Mohbad too, we could say that some of he had a big challenge when it comes to the artist management things, in his record label. So, but in your own opinion, aside the Mohbad case, maybe generally, what do you think are the challenges that some of these artists they face, and how possible
Well,
can this thing be eradicated?
thank you very much for this question. One of the major challenges I felt artists are facing, upcoming artists, it's not even finance, it's lack of information. 98%
Mm,
of upcoming artists are educated. The ones that are educated are not well informed. The ones that are informed
mm,
are not patient enough to process the informations and put it into their daily activities. So my
mm,
major problem that I have with most of the upcoming artists is they think the only thing they are lacking is money because apparently that's the
mm,
only thing that can blow them. But at the
mm,
end of the day, they don't
mm,
go back to understand or go back to be like, okay, there's a certain artist that is under a certain record label. They have enough money to play around with. But how come this artist life is still like this? How come this artist
mm,
still can't deliver? How come this artist is not yet big? How come this artist is still staying with someone and doesn't have his or her own
mm,
car, doesn't have his or her own apartment and all of that? It is simply because they are not well informed. When you're not
mm,
informed as an artist, that is when you sign the wrong deal. When you're not informed
mm.
as an
I think his network is quite bad. I think his network is quite bad. If you can hear me, maybe you should just drop and request again. Okay, his network is quite bad. He was saying that I really like this conversation because we can understand that even Mohbad, went through some things in the hand of the record label. It has been out there, and he has pointed out if your network is okay, you can kindly send a request back. He pointed out information is some of these artists are not informed and or educated, and some feel that the problem is money, you know, which is we can say, yeah, some of them are not really well informed, and you'll see someone that will be very desperate to just be under a record label because okay, they want to blow, and yeah, he's making some interesting assertion that sometimes you see a record artist, an artist rather, under a particular record label, and you see that the record label's life, the artist's life, is still the same. You know, I think these are um, things that a recording artist needs to look into properly, before signing a record label, signing a deal with a record label. What are the things that this artist needs to do or needs to know? Who should be your PR? Who should be your lawyers? Because even if there is going to be some kind of issues at the end of the day or in the long run, there should be issues that can be solved or can be averted. It might even be minimal because you yourself, you are quite informed. And that is one thing that I want us to understand, that when you look at the case of Mohbad, you find out that or we can't say that is it the case of Mohbad, is it about the wrong deal? Did Mohbad actually sign, a wrong deal? Or maybe what happened, at the long run? Was it that he also was not informed? There are so many things that if you are set, you can send your, okay, I've sent you an invitation. All right, I've sent you an invitation. Please, let's like the live. Let's like. Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. Let's double tap. Okay, I've sent you. Okay, let's see. Maybe you should. Can you send invitation? I've sent it to you. Okay, yes, join back.
No,
All right.
yeah. Sorry for the.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's understandable.
So, like I was saying, lack of information was one of the things that affected Mohbad himself. May so
Mm,
rest in perfect peace. You can't blame the dead, but we need to
mm,
prevent situations like this.
mm,
I came across a video of a guy that was claiming Samilari and Mohbad were very close. That Naira Marley said they even go to Kenya without his permission and all of that. That is still part of lack of being informed. You have no business going anywhere with Samilari. Samilari has no business collecting gig from you
mm,
without talking to your
mm,
team and your management.
mm,
It has
mm,
to be, oh, Mohbad, they need you in Kenya. Okay, that's not a problem. Talk to my management. Because at the end of the day,
mm,
let us say, or let us play a scenario and say everything this guy said were truths. Maybe, oh, truly they went to Nairobi together. What if anything happens to Mohbad in Nairobi? No one is going to hold Naira Marley
As
responsible. 'Cause,
responsible.
yeah, the question will be asked. Your artist left so country by so time. Were you aware? I am not aware. Then that
Mm,
at the end of the day, Mubad have to be the one to answer for whatsoever. I can give you a
for
case study
himself.
of what happened when Thames and Kiss Daniel when they traveled
Of
to
course.
was it,
Give us a case study.
you understand when they traveled to was it Kenya to perform and something happened. Thames and um Kiss Daniel they got arrested. They got arrested
Mm,
there and all of that. It was easy for the management to interfere and, use all the powers that they have. Ghost was reached out to, Ghost and Tech, apparently they showed them Cam Boys. They were reached out to and, they had to pull strings. Immediately they reached out to, what's the name of this man? I forgot. I remember his name. They reached out to the man and all strings were pulled. David got involved, Wiz got involved. And at the end of the day, it was much easier because they
mm,
know the Kenya or whatsoever authority, they've got no right. You paid us for a show, we are here already. You are not saying we are not performing. So, what makes you think you've got the right to arrest us? So, being
mm,
informed is something that every artist should not joke with. Why do you need to be informed? This is another question. When you are
mm,
informed, you understand the difference between how your royalties works. Where are your
mm,
royalties coming from visual,
mm,
from audio distribution, all the technical
mm.
instruments that is involved. When I use the word technical, I'm talking about the distribution aspect of it.
Tune of your, yeah, of your music, yeah.
You understand that it's on DSP, which is digital streaming platform, likes of
As if,
Spotify,
yeah.
Audiomack, and all this thing.
I,
You
mm,
understand where your money is coming from, how it's supposed to be shared,
mm,
the actual percentage that is supposed to come to you. If along the line, oh, someone used your song, or maybe your label went behind your back to drop your song for advert and they accepted it, how the money is going to come to you. You know how everything about your
mm,
royalties, including your writer's royalty. You as a writer,
mm,
the platform in which your money is coming from, the platform maybe you are registering at Centric, or Centric is going to be the one to handle royalties coming from your writer's money and all those things. Being informed goes a long way for an
mm,
artist. I was talking to an artist one day and they said, oh, they want to promote a song and blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, no problem. Can you send me your EPK? The entire team doesn't even know what an EPK is. And I
mm,
was like, wow, what kind of artist, including manager and everyone, you don't know what an EPK
mm,
is? Send me your deck or your proof. They don't know all these things.
mm,
You understand?
mm,
I had to start telling them, this is that, blah, blah, blah. What's your ROI plan? I have to start digging out and
mm,
start educating them. So it's very
mm,
important. All upcoming artists, you are talented, you are good, we are not disputing that fact. But how
mm.
much do you know about this trade?
Information.
You understand?
Mm,
This trade you want to go and invest your time and energy in. How much
mm,
do you know about the trade? So all artists out there,
mm,
get informed, read, listen to
mm,
podcasts, go online,
mm,
Follow important. Go and follow podcasts like what's these guys? Joe Budden. Joe Budden. Go and check him out. There are loads of people that you can. Even my own podcast. There are times I talk about music and all those things, management. Go and search for all these platforms where you can listen. Then you now understand because the cocoa of this thing I'm saying is this. You now understand that your record label or your investors are not doing you a favor. Both of you are in business. They
Your
see
business
what they like.
partners.
You understand? They see what they like. They know it can generate money for them. That is why they decide to want to invest in you. And one thing you need to
Okay.
know.
Okay. Continue.
Go on.
Okay. Now, do you think that this aspect of justice, that we are seeking for, do you think this the way you have explained or you have educated people about let's say upcoming artists, for example, do you think this justice for Mohbad also should cut across informing people that okay, before, these are the things you need to do, you need to know before you sign an agreement with with a record label? And do you think justice is also that kind of thing? Do you think that is also part of justice that we should seek for? I don't know if you
Definitely.
understand.
Do you know that we haven't even
Okay.
educated ourselves on
Enough.
enough on justice for Mohbad
Yeah.
and how it is supposed to influence the ones that are still alive positively. We haven't discussed much on it.
Yeah.
You understand? There is a takeaway lesson for everyone. It doesn't. You don't have to be an artist alone. In as much as
Yeah.
you are into business, we have a lot to learn, and we haven't talked about it enough. We haven't talked about when why was Sam Larry close to Mohbad? Why will you say you paid him 2 million naira and he didn't come for a show, and that is why you decided to go around to bully him? We haven't spoken much about, okay, if this is true as an artist, did what Mohbad did, was it right? Was it a good thing for him to do, to have collected money from Samilari without informing his record label?
Informing Federal Label.
You understand? We haven't spoken about some of all these things. We are just talking about Mohbad, this is that. So this movement of justice for Mohbad should be an eye opener, and I think we should tackle it by asking what were the mistakes Mohbad made when
Made.
he was alive. You understand? It was simple. When your deal was not going fine and you need to go to the Malian's house, you were supposed to do what? Go with your lawyer when you wanted to change everything that has to do with your
Thing.
contract. You understand? You go with your lawyer. You are not even supposed to go with your current manager. And the only person you're supposed to be talking to is your investor, which is Naira Marley. As a matter of fact, if you were smart enough, you will have taken your time to make sure it is not when everyone was there.
It's even there.
Because at the end of the day, let us leave violence out of it. It is still business that we are talking about.
Yeah. Think about.
You understand? It is still business we are talking about. Walk into the house, boss, I would like to have a conversation with you. Oh, I am not chanced now. Okay, whenever you are chanced. Whenever you chance. See, record label owners, this is what they do. When they notice that you are tired of a certain contract, you understand. The moment you tell them you need to talk, they'll start dodging you. They will start dodging you. But you, as an artist, you have failed to understand that it is their own time they are wasting, not your own time. Because if you don't have that meeting, you are not entering the studio to record anything for them. You understand? Those are one of the mistakes. The artists believe that when I'm tired, you have to sit down.
They
No,
can go.
you understand? Oga, we need to talk. Don't worry, we'll talk. And no problem now. You'll be looking. Whenever you're ready to talk, we'll talk. That is the only time I'm pushing out another project. Without that, I'm not going to push out another project. And now you will be there
mm,
because what artists fail to understand is this: we know there is a contract, but in your
mm.
contract, trust me, there is clause, and there
True.
is nothing that says while your contract is ongoing, there is no law that says your contract can be amended.
Mm,
No, there is nothing of such. But these are things they'll never tell you. After your first project,
mm,
maybe under your contract, you said, okay, you are giving you have 4 years deal, and that 4 year you're dropping four
mm,
albums under that 4 years, and you've
mm,
agreed on it already. You understand? Okay, no problem about that. Then as time goes on, you did the first project, you did the second project. In as much as these two projects are successful, you have the right to sit down, have a receipt again on
mm.
things
It's
that
just like footballers, just like
thank you very
footballers.
much.
When
Thank you very much.
when they pick up in their first season and they do and they are on the media and everything, they will always want to have when their contract is about to expire, or they also
Thank you
want to
very
have
much. You have a
conversation.
receipt.
Yeah,
You have a receipt. You
yeah,
revisit your
you're
contract.
right.
If there's anything you want to adjust in it and all of that.
Adjusting it.
So,
You're
so
right.
I feel
Yeah.
like we are not learning. We are not trying. We are not bringing that part out to educate people more. We are
Mm,
just more focused because Enito Kutiku Boba la
mm,
ṣe fẹ́ protect àwọn tó ti kú, àwọn tó tí chances
mm,
yìí wà tó yẹ pé Runtown was a victim of what happened to Mohbad. Runtown was just lucky. Most people might not
mm,
know Runtown's story. When he went to Delhi to have a conversation with Delhi, Delhi literally brought out gun. The
hmm.
story was all over social media. Kiss Daniel went through this kind of stuff. The only thing he just did is
Yeah.
he didn't renew his contract, he didn't enter studio. So now,
Hmm.
when this thing was going on, you went there. The moment you noticed there was going to be an issue, you ought to have known the people you are dealing with. Now, Yoruba máa
We
sọ
are
pé
working with.
mo
Hmm.
mọ̀ wá, mo mọ ìwà ara ilé mi ò kì í ṣe ebú.
Hmm.
Ó ti mọ round tó ń
Hmm.
bá deal and all. You just stay on your own. They don't come for a
Hmm.
meeting. You are not entering that studio. You are not
Hmm.
recording anything.
Hmm.
So these are ways that artists needs to learn when it comes to
Hmm.
whenever you want your contract to be adjusted or looking to. Don't even have the meeting in the label's house. One, the other guys were not, which I think Mubad did. I think they, according to them, allegedly, they said he wanted to see him, which was the standard
Hmm.
procedure. All these people were not there when we were signing. So it has
Hmm.
to be me,
And
you and the
you.
lawyer, me and my lawyer as well.
Hmm.
It's as simple as that.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask. Why do you think record label usually take advantage of artists in cases like this? I believe when an artist is doing fine, it is also to the glory of the record label as well. So I think if the artist also wants to have, maybe a readjustment on the contract, it's also something that would benefit the record label. Or is there anything that you feel that these record labels are always trying to avoid when it comes to artists, amending their deals?
Good. Okay, so the reality about it is this. I'm going to be honest. You as an artist, did you review your contract when you'll be giving the contract? That's the question we should be asking.
Mm,
The record label
mm,
sat down, asked their lawyer to draft a contract that states that, oh, we are taking 70% out of
mm,
everything, out of your
mm,
music. Okay, let's say there's 100%, and they said they are taking 50%, exactly
mm,
50% out of your cut for anything that you make.
mm,
They now went as far as saying, after taking that 50%, they still have rights to another 30%. That the 30%
mm,
comes with all the things they have done for you, welfare. Now, the first 50% is just from recording, studio session, record sales, and all of that. Oh. Now they'll still now tell you that regarding welfare, your clothing, your car that you're driving, the pure water they have bought for you, everything. They said it is going to cost like 30% out of your distance, so you'll be left with 20%. You have a lawyer that read all these things, and you still went ahead and signed that same contract. Then even you yourself, you never knew you were going to do fine in the market. You now started doing fine. Then there's an expectation from everybody. You enter one street, oh yeah, chairman, only day, yeah, this is that. But at the end of the day, it's not the reality of what people are seeing. At the end of the day, you are literally a broke artist. Then the frustration sets in. The frustration sets in when you are seeing all other artists. Today, one buy Lamborghini. Tomorrow, just so the other one just go acquire a big mansion in Lekki and all of that. Then you start acting like, what have you done to yourself? What have you done? You've made a very big mistake with your career. Then you want to adjust. Then that is when they clear you that, see, this is the deal, this is it, this is that. It is not as if the label themselves don't want to readjust. Sometimes they want to readjust. It's the simple truth. But some are greedy. You understand? Some are greedy. Some are standing on the fact that now waiting you sign, you are going to go by the way
I
of.
need you to the way.
You understand? So that is why it is still important for an artist to make sure you go through your contract very well. Go through your contract very well. Because you need to understand that when you record a song, close to three people have rights on it too, on your income, on your royalties. You,
3 people.
producer, yeah, you, the producer, and your record label. You understand? You, producer, and record label have right on it. And if there is a songwriter in the studio as well that contributed to that song, the songwriter also has right on it. If by adventure there is a gogon guy that you invited to play one or two instrumental on it, if the guy is smart like me, I won't collect money from you. I'll stay on percentage.
Talk about your
Yeah,
percentage.
yeah, I might tell you I want 5%. You understand? If I mean gogon, if I play gogon and you put me on your song, I might tell you, don't worry, just give me a contract. I want 5% on everything that's going to be distributed. So
And that's their earning for life.
for you understand. So in most cases, I feel like artists at the end of the day, they are the ones that are always making drastic decisions because
Decisions.
they want to blow. Then after all has been said and done, record label starts showing them the reality of everything. Do you know that it's so funny that your record label, if they buy you pure water, they'll write it down. Yeah.
Wow.
When you see a crazy businessman, and you're into record label deal with them, Baba send me 100K, I won't buy fuel. He will send you the 100K, you buy fuel.
I
We
was
will
going to
write
write
it
it
down.
down.
You understand? And Baba, we day club now, won't buy like 10 bottles of NSC. She not 10 you want. No wahala. They will send you the money for the 10 bottles of NSC. Baba, some girls, they hear this is that. They will send you all these things. They are writing it down. That is where the problem always comes from. Oh. Now, they've written all these things down, and you, as the artist, you don't know. Then you drop your next project. You now made like 100 million naira on that project. Then they've collected their 50%. You
Cents,
understand?
yeah.
Now, they now want to start collecting all the at all that they have spent.
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous, thank you very much. Now you are now left with maybe, after all has been said and done, every distribution regarding the revenue has been made to the right channel, then you will now start complaining that you are left with 500K. And they'll give you the total mathematics of why you are left with 500K. Yeah, for a record label that is 100% transparent, that they are doing real business with you, they will give you total estimation of why you are having 500K left with you. And you say you no go fit argue. You no go fit argue. So your record label are not
Okay,
doing.
now, for before an artist signs any agreement, who are the key people that must always be around him for him to sign the agreement? Who are the key people? Now, of course, the lawyer must be there. So, apart from the lawyer, who are the key people that a artist need to have to surround it to have a good and smooth journey in their contracts?
You need your lawyer one. You need yourself to be well informed too. You need your manager,
Mm,
and you need
mm,
the guy that is in charge of your content. That is your camera
mm,
guy. Your camera
mm.
guy captures every moment
Every moment.
because along the process of signing, there will always be some verbal agreements.
Agreements, yeah.
And
Mm,
Baba, even if this thing go well, no worry, we go make sure say we adjust the contract. No worry, this is that. It's already in camera.
mm,
And your camera guy is alert, capturing all those moments.
mm,
So maybe during the quarter um duration of your contract and you feel like you've done well, the sales skyrocket and everything, then you want to have that conversation of, but you said we can always do this and so that. There was never a time I said it though. Your
mm.
camera guy have a record of that. Baba, you said it here and can play it to them.
Okay, now all these people that you've mentioned now coming to the case of Mohbad, do you think he was lacking all of these people for him to have trouble or issue with them in with Malian's record?
So when I assessed everyone in Mohbad's team, they are like friends of friends. They are people that are passionate
Mm,
who want to do the job. There's a difference
mm,
between when you are passionate and you want to do the job. Automatically, you are a learner when you are passionate and you want to do the
mm.
job. The only
You do the
person
job. Mm,
that looks like she has idea about the job was SI that was working as his
mm,
manager. Every other people are just industry boys that wants to follow an artist, learn one or two things,
mm.
use the same artist that they are with to learn managerial process, how to manage,
What? Yes.
how to be. You understand? So all of them were
Yeah.
experimenting among themselves. They were
Mm.
just experimenting among themselves. So they might not really have the full understanding because if they have the
Knowledge.
full
Mm,
understanding, the day they said Mohbad went to the house and they got
mm,
into a fight, if they had a proper understanding on how it works, if Mohbad had a
mm,
professional either road manager or a professional standard manager, the conversation will go through the manager. And what I said will have been what they will do. Baba, we need to have a
mm,
meeting. Oh, don't worry, we'll talk later. Baba, we need to have a meeting. Don't worry, we'll talk later. Okay, no problem. Then you go about
mm,
your life. Hey, Mohbad, what's up
mm,
now? December is coming. You know, go release song. This is that. Baba, song they grab. I don't record already. And
mm,
I get projects so I want to. But we need to sit down and know how we are going to do this next project
mm,
without it leading to you going there. Some people are now putting hands on you. It is still because they don't have that person that understand how it was supposed to be.
mm,
So the factor really
mm.
set in. The factor really like it affected a lot of things. If there was someone on ground that understand all these protocols, there wouldn't be a situation whereby an artist is going to a record label and he demands for his rights, he demands for the actual thing he was supposed to demand for. He's seen all his mates, he's seen Rema doing shows in abroad, everyone buying expensive cars and doing all those things. You don't expect him not to question his future with you. He will question his future with you. Even if he's coming to question his future with you because of wife, because of family, it is his future, it is his talent. He needs
Yeah.
to ask you, what am I doing with you? What are we doing?
It's just like
Everybody knows.
relationship.
You understand? Everybody knows me as Mobad, and fine, but I am not living up to the expectation now. I can't be going on the street. I don't have access to this car. And one thing people need to understand again is this: because I had um Naira Marley bought him a car and all. If it is part of the deal, you didn't do Mubad a favor. It is just part of the deal. Because sometimes record label can be so funny. They'll sound like they have done you a favor. or whatsoever they have done to you. No. 50 Cent had same issue with Olivia. When 50 Cent was talking about I did this, I did that. Olivia told him straight up, you did what you're supposed to do as my investor. Stop whining around and crying about it. And 50 Cent himself couldn't say anything because what you did was the proper normal thing you're supposed to do. You want your
Was
artist to,
part of the deal.
you understand, you want your artist to catch the big check and all those things. You don't expect your artist to be walking on the street of Lagos looking for Uber, carrying Keke Mara, or doing all those things. No. So all those factors really set in. If you had a professional manager, me, for example, if peradventure something of such wants to happen, it's not going to happen under my watch. I'll just tell you, calm down. We are going to have a meeting, but it's not going to be like this. Get your lawyer. Naira should get his own lawyer as well. Let's have a peaceful meeting.
Okay. Okay, now looking at Mohbad and Zinoliski, it's as if both of them actually started, together, kind of. Now, do you think Zinoliski is doing the right thing? Because many times you see the video of Zinoliski with Naira Marley, and like that okay, something is their relationship is sweet, regardless of what has happened in the case of Mohbad. You can still see that both of them are bonding very well. And now, do you think Zinoliski is doing the right thing that Mohbad failed to do in his when he was alive?
Baba, nǹkan tó kọjú séèyàn kan, ẹ̀yìn ló kọ séèyàn kan.
Hmm. Hmm.
I am not inside that house. Zinoliski is not a baby.
Hmm.
If he's not satisfied with where he is, he will have moved on.
Hmm.
But the question
True.
is, where is Zinoliski? Zinoliski is nowhere.
Hmm.
He's nowhere.
Hmm.
He's nowhere. His mates are shutting down shows. Shay Vibes is doing shows.
Hmm. Hmm.
You understand? Shay Vibes is doing shows. It took everyone coming in before Zinoliski could even travel to the UK to shoot a video and all of
Hmm.
that. As far as if you ask me my honest opinion, Zeno is nowhere. Maybe the money is coming apparently. Timobad no buy you alaye.
Hmm.
We Mama Rowo now. He has good musics that
Hmm.
and all. For me, I can't say he's happy. I can't say he's not happy. But if everything going on doesn't favor him or pay him, I feel like we'll have moved on and say, you know what, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore, and move on with his life. But maybe everything is working for him.
For
But
him. Hmm.
yeah, maybe not suffering and smiling. He's got no option.
Abi.
Yeah, maybe
Hmm.
it's just there so that it won't look as if ọjọ́ tẹ́bi ń palẹ̀
Hmm.
tẹ́bi
Yeah.
ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ gbónílé jẹ kó bólílé mu
Hmm.
orientation.
Hmm.
You don't know if that's the orientation he's using. But if you ask me musically, the business, is it working in favor of Zeno? Total no, it is not working in favor of Zeno. Nobody's listening to Zeno. Nobody's ready to book Zeno.
Hmm.
December is coming.
Yeah.
You understand?
Hmm.
All the stuff that are being sent to us that we are checking, no one is even talking about Zeno. Nobody wants to see him on their stage.
But
So
don't you think that the death of Mohbad also affected, Zeno? You talk about,
Zeno
people's
didn't do the
like,
right thing. Yes, it is affecting him because he didn't do the right thing. He didn't do the right thing, and I know people will be wondering what was he supposed to do. They announced Mohbad's death, show some remorse. As an artist, Naira Marley is being accused for it. What was Naira Marley himself supposed to do? Come to Nigeria immediately without police meeting you at the airport. Do a press release. Fine, this boy, we had this, we had that, but he's my boy. Nothing of such can ever happen between us. We'll do whatsoever we can to make sure we get justice for Mohbad. Drop a press statement, even before record label starts before radio stations starts blacklisting you. Denounce Familari immediately. I don't know this entity from Adam. Fine, he's a friend of the label. He used to be friends with Mo as well. But whatsoever activities that went down between him and Mohbad behind closed door, I know nothing of it. Mohbad is my boy, we are going
mm,
to miss him, and all of that. That one don't go. Fine. People will still come
mm,
back to say Naira Marley knows something about it. Then use Liski, what are you
mm,
supposed to do? Also do what? Come on air, release a press statement, apologize to everyone, and pretend, oh, for now, every other project under Malian Records will be on pending till
painting,
police confirms to us that the Malian boss does not know anything about it. Then how do you now want to release music? You have another contract somewhere that will still be that will still be sponsored by Naira Marley so that you can release song, but the song is not going to be under Malian records. Nobody is going to know this. It's going to be between both parties. Show respect and remorse for Mohbad for at least three months to 4 months. We all saw Bella's mother did it. So his inability to show that remorse, release a press statement, trying to do I stand by Naira Marley thing, really affected a lot of things. If I were in Mohbad's fans shoe as well, I'll do same thing. I'll cancel Zeno. You didn't show any remorse. So now he's paying the price for it because according to the old story that was narrated, there was never a place where they said he knows anything about anything. He even went as
yeah,
far as making a funny statement saying Mohbad is not his friend. Allegedly, I think I saw something of such
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
These are statements you should never have said in the name of trying to
Said,
hold loyalty to Naira Marley.
mm,
Because
Mali,
even Naira Marley himself, there was never a time he badmouthed Mohbad. He was still even saying, I'm
but
Mohbad's
yeah,
kid. He's a this, he's a that, he's one of my favorite boy and everything. But you that was signed under that label just went out there to say, he's not your friend. He's not. So the move, his reaction after Mohbad's death really cost him a lot. And I feel like all of us should learn in this. That's just it.
true. I really agree with you. Okay, now let's move deep into further discussion. Now, as I believe people must have understood, when it comes to artists and the management relationship, the record label, and all of those things. And like Mr. Konibaje have said, he said, the key people that you need, in signing, when you want to sign a record a deal, is you need your lawyer, you need a content manager, and you need your manager. You also need yourself, because many of these artists do not have information, they are not well informed. So you need information, you need education. You find that some of these artists are school dropout, and they'll tell you school has come, school has come. They don't know that, when you are even signing a deal, you need education, to have a smooth contract. Now, looking at um as a Yoruba man, you are a very cultured man. I know that you are a very cultured man. Now, sorry, hold on. Okay, now you are a very cultured man as a Yoruba, and you're raised in Lagos. Now, do you think, or don't you think that the phone calls, or the woman phone call to Baba Mohbad was disrespectful?
Honestly, I've actually said I don't want to talk about these people, but see, let's call a spade, not on a bricklayer level. Àwọn Yorùbá máa
Mm,
sọ pé wèrè sùn tí wèrè bá sún kò gírì, ó máa bu ẹni tó ní kóun sá jẹ ni at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we all have a breaking point.
yeah,
And when people get to their breaking point, trust me, there is nothing they can say, there's nothing they can do. Did what Mumi did.
regardless of who you are.
I am built that way. I can literally avoid people. I can literally just stay in my cubicle and don't respond to
Mm,
things. But the moment you step out of line, I will put you in check straight up. It is the simple truth. You don't expect me to say what Mumi did was wrong. Neither do you expect me to say what Mumi did was right. But you need to understand something. We all have rights to express ourselves. There is no template to expressing of anger. There's no templates because it's a different thing when you are accusing me of something and you can prove it. And what you're accusing me of is turning the back of the world against me. And you expect me to keep mute because you're bad, because of culture and all those things. So let me tell you, where I came from, we were raised to be liberated. We were never raised to, pretend like everything is fine. We were raised to endure. Then when the time comes, you need to fight for
Can I
yourself.
speak?
You understand? You need to speak out. You need to speak out. That family is damaged. Umi's case is a case of a girl that needs someone in her life, but the person that is supposed to stand for her decides to rebel against her. Let us talk about how many months it took that girl to pick up her phone. We are talking about a situation whereby a man literally gave people platform to curse the son that was Liam back then. People were making videos cursing the girl, threatening and doing. Okay, don't let us. Má jẹ́ ká fọwọ́ ṣọ ara wa tó pé a fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn èlì wa. Mo gbé picture ẹ̀ sìn, mo gbé sí background. Àwọn èèyàn wá ń wòjò pè yẹ lórí. Ó wá pè mí, ó wá fó fún mi tàbí ó pè ìyá mi, ó fó fún ìyá mi. Wọ́n á sọ pé mo fẹ́ bínú. Kí ló èmi tí mo gbé picture ẹ̀ tó fi jẹ́ pé àtẹni tó jẹun kánú, àtẹni tó jẹun kánú, àtẹni tó ẹ pé ó yá data fi browse. Èmi tí mo gbé picture ẹ̀ tí mo wà láàkọ́ èèyàn máa gbé ọ̀tá ẹ̀ ṣépè. Ṣé kò yẹ káwọn èèyàn bá mi wí ni? You understand? Let us create balancing.
Yeah.
There was a situation whereby whenever I go on social media, wàá lò mí, ṣe ẹ̀rọ ọmọ Liam yẹn, ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ní kìíní kan, ìgbà kan fọmọ kékeré. Tẹ bá ti rí ẹgbọ́n wọn lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, kẹ pọ̀ ọmọ yẹn, kẹ ṣe gbá, kẹ ṣàwo. Obìnrin tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé that is the only thing left for her. Bóyá ó ń pretend ni o, tàbí kò pretend o, ó mọ̀ lọ́kàn rẹ̀ pé the only compensation that I have from Mohbad is this kid. I am not going to let you do anything wrong to this kid. So I'm going after Josie. For me, if you want my honest, this might not sit well with Josie's farm. I will have done more than
Yeah,
that.
your opinion. Yeah, your opinion anyway.
I will have done.
Now,
my younger sister, I kept telling people, if this girl was my blood sister, gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ bá try online, baba, no be ṣeré kan bí ẹ lè bá try ẹ. Ọmọ máa ṣọ́ mi ní iná ni. Wo ṣọ́ mi lè máa jẹ́ fún àwọn ọmọ mi inú Èkó.
okay, still on this same custom and tradition. What's your opinion on how Mohbad assets should be distributed? Remember we started from the music, the label, and all of those. And definitely there are some assets in that music label, and some of the things he had before. Now, based on custom and tradition, what's your opinion on how his assets should be distributed?
Mohbad died as a family man now. So that's not an open conversation. I say that's an open conversation. Kowa complex at all. He died as a family man. We all know even me. So you understand? She can't go through all this she's going through. Even Mohbad's father we need her permission to confirm. Níbo ni ká sí ọkọ ẹ sí, níbo lọkọ ẹ sọ pé òun fẹ́ sùn sí, níbo ni wọ́n fi ọkọ ẹ fẹ́ sùn sí. Let me tell you how I know some of all these things. The month Mohbad died, so apparently I lost my uncle. The month Mohbad died, I think I lost him before Mohbad's death. So the day they were going to bury him, the same day he died, because he died as a Muslim. So the family and everybody, they couldn't do anything without the wife's permission. You understand? Because
but looking at
and all, everything still depends on them asking the wife, because this was someone that died with 3 kids.
But are they legally married?
Actually, they said they were married traditionally and all of that. We saw videos, we saw pictures now. The normal
Is that
introduction.
legal?
We saw all
Is
those
that is
things.
that
We saw it
is
now.
that
She
is
said
that
Baba
legal?
was there. If it is not approved, why would they call her Mrs. Aloba? She already have Mrs. Aloba in front of her name now. Was Baba not there? The man was also there. We saw pictures. When we sat down, gbogbo aṣá la máa ń lọ sí mọ̀mí mọ̀ ẹ́, customary marriage. Oh, kí ló ń pè marriage gangan? Ṣèbí kí family méjì pé
But
nǹkan fojú kojú ni. Àpọ́nlé
but
ni
the
à ń
man
lọ
claimed,
church.
but Baba Mohbad claimed that it was just an introduction. Not as if there was anything. Baba Mohbad claimed that it was an introduction. That when he got there, basically he claimed that it was an introduction. So
Take crown. If we are to go back on what Baba Mohbad said, Baba Mohbad have said a lot of things. He have said he wasn't aware. He have said he was supposed to be the one to hire DJ. He have said him and the wife were not talking. Same him said him and the wife were talking a month that they were planning the whole thing together. Baba Mohbad has said a lot of things. We need to move away from what Baba Mohbad have said and what Baba Mohbad haven't said. Because because all these things, they are not the cause of Mohbad's death.
I understand,
Mohbad's matrimonial
but
affair
then,
was not the cause of his death.
but then the court addresses Wumi as Adebanjo, not Aloba. Have you noticed? Have you noticed that, or do you know
Maybe
that?
apparently it has to be what Wumi feel in her form to pursue the case.
So if
Because
she
she
was
already
married,
said she was
then
not
what?
going to be.
If she
She already
if she
said she
if she
doesn't
was
want to be
legally
involved in
married,
anything. What?
no, before the case, before she declared that she doesn't want to be Aloba anymore, there must have been an invitation and why she's filling her name in the police station and all of those things. Now, if she was
Definitely,
married,
she must.
why
Definitely,
would
she
why
must
would
have. So you need to understand that your statement in police station is not same as your application with your lawyer. I hope you are aware of that.
really?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not
So,
aware.
so the application she gave her lawyer might be different. Like, okay, you know what? I don't want to go by this thing to pursue this case. Until we see police statement that states that Wunmi Adebanjo was what was on it. We don't know when she was writing her statement. We don't know if she used Wunmi Aloba or Wunmi Adebanjo. That's not for us.
It's Adebanjo. Even the police, they said Adebanjo. So personally, I'm curious because if someone that is, if she's really married or legal, I don't think she should have, in a case like this, she should use
Are
Adebanjo
we
rather than
sure that the
Aloba.
first day they were we need to establish this for a fact when they were all invited after the Nigerians were clamoring for the whole thing? Are we sure that the statement she penned down, she introduces herself as Wunmi Adebanjo or Wunmi Aloba? I'm talking about from the very onset. Now, Kekran, you need to do your research on that one.
Okay.
Because
Okay. Now,
I remember then when they were talking about the old stuff, they were referring to us as Aloba and not Adebanjo.
okay. All right. If according to Wumi, now, if Wumi knew it was the nurse and medical negligence, why did she say Baba Mohbad should apply native means to find the killer of Mohbad?
This is like you and I knowing that someone has been chasing you in a long time and something bad now happened to you. And I've been there since day one. Wouldn't you think I would definitely think same way now? I definitely think how to
Uh,
but I get me, maybe not these people.
but she
Because we
claimed it
went to
was it
Ikorodu,
was. But she
we went
claimed
to
it was
Ikorodu.
medical negligence.
No, she was. I don't think she was the one that claimed it was medical negligence. You
She
people of
said it now.
social media, some of the cheats. No,
You people.
there is no way. Yeah, yeah. Because I remember Papa Rhino that time. It's medical negligence. Why will she be cooking rice? Why will she be
she
cooking when her
said
husband is not
she
inside?
said
Why can't they first? As a matter of fact, there was a woman that said Why can't they carry Mohbad and force him to the hospital? This is that.
mm,
You people on social
mm,
media said it was Wumi's medical negligence. And the question I kept asking you is this. Is
mm,
Wumi a nurse? Does she
mm,
know how to take injection?
mm.
Does she knows how
She
to
said,
measure?
in the inquest, she said that the nurse came, that it was the nurse that gave him injection, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Maybe many of those of our claims were, the nurse came and gave him injection and he had good bumps and he died, blah blah blah, like that. So so the thing is, if she knows that that is actually what it was, then I think I don't know why she would have used say that Baba Mohbad should
No,
apply
no,
a
no, no,
native
no,
means.
no. Now, so don't contradict yourself. Now, I'm going to ask you
Okay.
this question. Does a statement correspond to the first police statements when the police address us through the press? Does it correspond or not?
Well, for me, I think there are some inconsistencies in it.
Okay, which part?
One of the things she was saying that according to what she said in the CTC or whatever, she was always claiming that whenever when the nurse came, that she wasn't there when they give him injection, this
Mm-hmm.
that she was not there when she was doing this, but but the police, I don't the police did not really emphasize on
No,
some
what
of
the
the things she
police
said
said
in
was
the
this.
so some of the things the police said is not really what she said in her CTC.
No. So this is what you need to understand.
Mm,
Wumi was there. You understand? The police were not there. What the police
mm,
told us was not just on
mm,
Wumi's account. That is the mistake most of you are making. It was
mm.
based on individuals' accounts. This was said.
Accounts.
You understand? Who called the nurse?
Mm,
So person called the
mm,
nurse. It tallied with what
mm,
Wumi said, what the other guy said, and even what the nurse said.
mm. So
We are,
who is more consistent? Who is more consistent? Is it Baba Mohbad or Wumi in
bro.
their story?
The truth sound. The truth is going to sound bitter. Forget Alomo.
Mm,
You understand? See,
mm,
if you are looking for consistency, it is still Wunmi. Nothing has
mm,
changed from what she has been. In as much as what she said
mm,
corresponded at least 80%
mm,
with what the police said, saying she wasn't the one that
mm,
called the nurse. She doesn't have the nurse number. It was someone
mm,
else that called the nurse. That's
mm,
enough. Shouldn't even
mm,
cause any unnecessary arguments. Because what
mm,
most of you are failing to understand is this. Nigerian police are not stupid. They must have run
mm,
forensic on everybody's phone. See,
mm,
the only time I feel like I would have loved to attack Wumi was if they said, oh, they couldn't reach a nurse. It was Wumi that invited a nurse. Why are we not particular about the actual person that invited that nurse? Do we know what they discussed?
mm,
We don't know what they discussed. We don't know the closeness of this person to Naira Marley or this thing. Do we even know if this guy just called the nurse from his heart without any evil
mm,
plan?
mm,
Why are we not questioning the unprofessionalism of a nurse? Then we want to
mm,
question the divided attention of a nursing mother.
mm,
She has a baby. Anyone that has ever been a mother in
mm,
their life would understand all these kind of things. You want to take care of the
mm,
mother, you want to cook
mm,
for all the boys in the house,
mm,
you have to be in the kitchen and all those things. Some people are
mm,
telling you,
mm,
Toba Jekbo call me, I'll never have done that.
mm.
98% of them are always in the kitchen whenever private
Sorry,
nurse in the house to give
let
their
me
husband
let me
attention.
let me interject you there. You see, this what you just said right now. I think it's something that truly many people do not they do not cut her some slack in that
At
aspect.
all.
That she has a baby. Anything could have been happening. Maybe the child is even crying at
Crying,
that
people are
moment.
even
He needs
fainting.
attention.
You
Yeah,
understand?
it could. Yeah, it's cool. It's
Understand?
cool.
And
You know, the
remember,
child,
they kept
yeah,
saying
it's
she was
cool.
in the kitchen. Adra was
Mm,
also in the kitchen preparing noodles. Then
mm,
when these people went as
mm,
far as painting a picture that Mohbad died on Monday, and I asked them the question. So the person the
mm,
nurse injected on Tuesday, who
mm,
was the person? They said, the
mm,
person might not have been, and now said, the person might have been
mm,
dead. And now said, so a nurse will be so stupid to inject a dead
mm,
body and she will go back home
mm,
without informing someone like, so thing happened where I went to. Don't you think we should involve the
mm,
police? You think the nurse is going to risk that?
mm,
People need to use their brain. They should go and remove their
mm,
fake braids or dreadlock they have
mm,
so that fresh air can just enter their head so that they can think. Okay, let me ask you a question. A nurse went into the house, injected
mm,
a dead body, and she
mm,
sensed this. And she was lucky to leave that house without being beaten or being killed or being kidnapped. Then she got to her house. You think she wouldn't have
mm.
discussed it with her mom?
She will definitely.
Thank
Even
you.
even her
Now,
friends. Even her
thank you.
friends.
Thank you. Now, let us ask ourselves another question. Let us assume that the nurse injected a dead body and she left. Can they try to track that nurse bank activities between that day
Mm,
or that week to see if she received any amount of money from people in that
mm,
house as a
mm.
compensation of don't tell anybody?
Body. Mm,
So that we can say, okay, the only reason why she didn't report was simply because she was bribed. There was nothing of such.
mm,
There was nothing
mm,
of such.
mm,
Nigerian police are not stupid. The only mistake most Nigerians are always making is whenever Nigerians are mad over something. So you see the direction in which they are facing, that is where a typical Nigerian man is facing. No? There's nothing you want to tell a Nigerian
mm,
man. It takes more than God intervention and their wisdom to make them sit down and be like, let me break this thing after the other so that I can get the actual results of it. Me, K, what I am telling you this evening,
mm,
eh, I am sticking to what the Nigerian police said. I am sticking to what they
mm,
told us. I am sticking to what their any information and their ways in which they are using to investigate this matter. Any they
mm,
now marry, they now cook jollof rice, all those things. Me, I'm not interested in all those books. The day Nigerian
mm,
police come out today and tell us that they found
mm,
so thing and all, me, I will believe them because they are the
mm.
one doing this job. They are the one doing this
Okay,
job.
now, in all of this that is, surrounding, we could see that, the likes of you and every other person, you are rallying around Rumi, showing support and all of these things. But we have never seen Rumi's father, no mother, giving her support. What do you think could have been?
There are different types of people. There are people that wants to be on camera to receive all the applaud and
Mm,
accolade. And there are some people that are doing whatsoever they are doing behind closed doors. They don't need to come on social
mm,
media. Let me ask you a question. Ṣé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad ṣé nǹkan tó dáa ni? Ló fi jẹ́ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ máa rójú ìyá
mm.
àti bàbá lórí social media kan ṣe TikTok kan ní kan máa fáwọn ní gift. Ṣé kúure ni Mohbad kú ni?
I,
See,
I I understand that, but
eh,
not that, not even for
Baba,
once
because they
that
don't
would
come on social
scare the
media doesn't
parent.
mean they are not showing support. That's the mistake you are making.
Okay,
Because they
fine,
don't
they are
come on
showing
social.
support.
Even let me ask you a question.
Mm,
Even the Wunmi herself, how many times have you seen her on social media?
mm.
Even that is the question you should be asking. How many times when I don't see the same Wunmi when they come social
But
media?
we have not seen that. We have not seen her on social media to come and talk like that. Well, although she has
Do all
appeared,
those things.
we've
Kí ló
seen
fẹ́
we,
sọ?
we've
Kí ló
seen her
dùn
we,
tó nú
we've
ẹ̀?
seen her we've seen her display some kind of thing. I think the last inquest they were able to see her videos on social media. Also we've seen her on TikTok once in a while coming to talk about this and that, once in a while, but definitely she has come on social media. So in that case as well, at least even if it is once, at least it's like that is why people raise question that doesn't she have a mother, things like that. In my opinion, I think, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think too?
Okay, let me ask you a very honest question. How many times have you seen Blessing or Adura as well coming on social media to say, we stand by my dad? How many times?
Well, we have seen Adura once in a while, but for Blessing, we have never.
Saying we stand by our dad.
No, they don't have to say we stand by anybody. They don't have to come and
So how
champion
many
any
times?
cause.
How many times have you
But
seen other
they've
relatives?
responded. But they've
Wait,
responded.
bro, now.
You
So
know,
how many
they've
times
made
have you seen
comments.
Uloda? How many times have, yes, ma'am. How many times have you seen other relatives of this man in question? How many times have you seen any other relatives as well coming online, to do all these things? Bro, let me make you understand something, yeah?
Okay.
Nǹkan tó ti ẹni lójú nílé
Mm,
ayé yìí ó ju lọ nígbà mi. Sure, you
mm,
understand? Mohbad's death is not
mm,
supposed to be. See, the bro, I don't pray what happened to Mohbad should happen in my family. But trust me,
mm,
if peradventure such happen, you will never see any of my family members on social media. I am
mm,
telling you for a fact. See,
mm,
call a spade, not on the bricklayer level. Anybody by my with social media, I can legit tell you that if Josie didn't go by the way in which he went and everything, even Wumi herself
mm,
or every other people in the family won't have to come on social media to be dragging and doing all those stuffs.
mm,
Amukwewewo, olokele wewo sale, okele
mm,
wewo sale, olórí ẹbí gangan ti tẹ́bì, olórí ẹbí tó ẹ kó
mm,
put everything in order. Mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ rí ẹ lórí social media láti ọjọ́ báyìí lọ, o gbọ́dọ̀ bélé ìròjọ́, o gbọ́dọ̀. Bàbá Sórí, there is what they call authority. Tó o bá ti lọ opportunity láti lò, tó o bá ti lò bó ṣe yẹ kó lò, ó máa dèèyàn rẹpẹrẹ ni.
mm,
It is the simple truth. The head of the family had the opportunity to control everybody. Sit down there.
mm,
Èló lọmọ mi pa and everything. Èló ni owó bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó fẹ́ jalè, ó fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ agbára fún anybody ni. Ó ní bó ṣe máa position ara ẹ̀. Tó jẹ́ pé àṣẹ tó bá ti pa, ó yẹ lọ gbé mọ́tò Mohbad wá. Ẹ gbé síbẹ̀ yẹn.
mm,
Kìnìkan Wùnmí,
mm,
ìwọ jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn. O gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé èmi ni bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀, tó bá mọ̀ pé èmi ni bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀, tó dẹ̀ respect mi, tó dẹ̀ ìfẹ́ wa nínú ilé yìí. Jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Ibẹ̀ láti máa mọ orú ọmọ tí Wùnmí jẹ́, bóyá ọmọ dáadáa ni tàbí ọmọ burúkú ni. They had a relationship now. They had it going on between both parties. What happened? What went wrong? I'm not going to blame Josie for anything because at the end of the day, this is my own orientation about life. Nǹkan tí wọ́n rò pé lágbájá ṣe tí kò dáa, o mọ reason to fi ṣe òun, you favor ẹ̀ now. At the end of the day, we are all going to do what is going to work in our favor. Bro, it's the simple truth.
mm,
It's the
true.
simple truth. But nígbà míì, ó yẹ ká tún rò pé ó kọ̀ dàbí 5 minute sex ni tó fi sáré bújọ́ báyàwó ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ sùn. Ó ti ṣe, ó ti jẹ lọ, but tó bá ń pè wọ́n lọ ṣe fún kan, báwo lè máa fi 5 minutes yẹn tó sáré fi bara ẹ jẹ́ yẹn, tí wò bá ṣe ò mọ level tó máa wà ní. Táwọn èèyàn bá ń jáde tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n á gápá sọ̀rọ̀ tán nìyà. Àwọn ẹ̀ máa yẹ ká tanra wa. Everybody have their life to live. But
Yeah. Now, okay. So now, I want us to delve into a little bit about your relationship with Karimot. There was a time you had a good relationship.
I don't have relationship. I
With
never had
Karimot.
relationship with Karimo.
Okay.
I
Okay.
never
Now,
had
what do you think?
Karimo.
Now, but both of you had issues in the past.
No, we didn't. I don't know her. Issues with who? She won't get be Ben.
Karimot.
No, I don't have any issue. I don't, bro. You don't
Okay.
understand. Bro,
Now,
someone that is see, bro. I'm not trying to brag, but when someone is after my
no, I get.
someone that is beneath me, which issue I want to get with person where they beneath me. No, they possible. We can't have any issue, bro. I can't have issue with anyone on TikTok. It's not possible. I'm not trying to brag. You which level me and you one day who won't get be colleague me. I don't joke by contract. TikTok now like club.
Leveler.
So,
Okay, now, do you think a new position is damaging to her sister?
No, it's not damaging to her sister. See, Karimo is an adult.
How?
Karimo is an adult. You understand? Okay, the only thing that can be damaging to you, let me teach you something.
Okay.
When people hear an opinion about you, do you know the only moment it's going to be damaging to you? It is if that thing is true.
Just to.
The moment you yourself can feel it, that tó tọ́ lẹ́ni yìí sọ, ó máa wà damaging sí ẹ. Wàá rí pé ó máa ṣẹ́ lọ́kàn bákan, ó lè bẹ ẹnu jẹ́, ó kàn lè lọ́kàn akin, wàá kàn fi gbé pé wò ẹ ṣáàrí jàre, ṣèbóun ló lẹ́nu ẹ̀. But nínú ẹ, ó mọ̀ pé nǹkan tẹ́ni yìí sọ tòótọ́. Bí ká sọ pé ń sìn kan sọ pé bóyá ńgbà tó wà ní yunifásitì, kọ́ọ̀tì ni ẹ. Anybody ò mọ̀ o. Ọjọ́ kan mo kàn ṣe fídíò mo ní àṣẹ ìwé rẹ̀ ṣe bí ààyè èdè nígbà tó wà ní school. A máa yẹ lẹ́nu gbà báwo ni bó ṣe mọ̀ pa yìí ó máa ṣẹ́ lọ́kàn ó máa bẹ̀ẹ́nu jẹ́ pé kíní yóò dẹ̀ fi dùn. So the only way it can be damaging to me is if there is any little bit of truth.
Iota of truth.
You understand? That is when it should be damaging to me. But we know about Joko, if she looked at herself and she realized that all these things this person is saying, they're just being fabricated, they're all lies and all of that, she will never feel bad about anything. Do you know what that girl said about me and all of that? I wasn't even moved. I wasn't moved. I didn't bother myself coming on social media and start. Nah, I'm not. See, bro, I will never let anyone enjoy the lies they are cooking. The moment I start coming, you, Mama Joshebi or Malata, Kilede. No, I'm not going. I don't do that. So whatever she's saying about me, whatsoever expression she's expressing towards her sister and all these things, the question all of you should be asking yourself is this: why are you just coming out, changing your stand, your position? This was you that was ready to die for your sister, that nobody can do anything to your sister. What's changed? Baba, for everyone that is coming out regarding this thing they are doing, that have said something before, that is now saying something different now, you should be asking them the question of what's changed. Ṣebí wọ́n ló sọ pé o lè fò látòkè kò bọ́ sílẹ̀ kẹ́sẹ̀ máa kàn, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó sọ pé o fò mọ́? What's changed? Kí ló ń change? Eléyìí máa sọ pé I will die for Wunmi, all of a sudden ó ti wá drag Wunmi. Eléyìí máa sọ pé I will die for Josie, all of a sudden ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní disrespect Josie. What's changed? Why did she change her motive? Like these are questions I feel like you should be asking her. But I know say you be OG, you know as they go. So whatever she is saying, it's her opinion. She's got right to it. But get some opinion wey be say you go hear, ẹni tó hear against tó bá mú ẹ one on one, ó lè fẹsẹ̀ fọ́ ẹ lẹ́nu, tí kò bá fẹsẹ̀ fọ́ ẹ lẹ́nu, tó bá bẹ fọlọ́pàá ta, ó fòfin ta fún ẹ, ó máa sanwó. There was something I saw when the sister was saying they were doing drugs, they were doing this, they were doing that. For 98% of everything she was later saying, tó bá wà Nigeria, wọ́n á ti gbé náà.
Yeah, defamation, right?
Not just defamation. You know, people are doing drugs and you refuse to report to the right authority.
I'll be concealing of
Yeah.
this thing, all right?
Wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn ṣe drugs, ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òfin ìlú ò fààyè gbà pé káwọn èèyàn ṣe drugs. Accessories to crime ni wọ́n náà. As simple as that. Wọ́n á bí ẹ wọ́n ní tó bá dé court ibi tó bá ti ń sọ ọ ṣe drugs deal, ọ ṣe gbọ́ ṣàwo, wọ́n á bí ẹ ta ló sọ fún nígbà yẹn. It's as simple as that. So there are some things you have actually said that I feel like tó bá yẹ pé kò ló wà ní ọmọ àlọ́ wo wá o.
Now there's a current menace or issue that is going on around this case, maybe particularly the supporters. Now, before, we usually know two sides to this case. We actually know the Wunmi side and the Baba side. And it got a point that they started calling some people justice, some people anti-justice. Now, in recent times, we have seen that even the Baba side are being divided. And you see people, it's as if the fight is no longer anti-justice fight anymore. Because, I can say that I've not really seen when they are dragging people from Wumi's side. It is now another set of people that have carved themselves out of Baba Mohbad side and they are, fighting each other. Now, what do you think about all of these shenanigans?
Baba, anytime I sit down and because I haven't been feeling fine for a while now. I thought I told you what happened. Yeah. So most times whenever I
Yeah.
come on social media and I see the energy in which all these people are using, to talk about same thing all the time. And I be like, I'm very sure if these people are the chairman invested their energy in their lives, maybe they will have been more successful than this. Most of all these people that are fighting themselves, abusing Josie, doing all those things, trust me, they have serious issues going on in their family that they haven't rectified though. You understand? Why is it so necessary for them to drag Josie or drag me? Why is it so necessary for them? First of all, if Josie asks you for money and you say no, he can't arrest you. You voluntarily started giving him whatsoever you are giving him. Kò fògùn gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ìwọ ló fi pé maybe wọ́n cheat ẹ̀. Sure, you understand? If you think you are stupid, always remember there is one man that is an ordinary carpenter that has actually made more money without even doing carpentry work. And yeah, always remember, kò ṣiṣẹ́ carpenter mọ̀ tó ti lówó ju gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ because ẹ̀yin lẹ choose láti fún. Ẹ̀yin lọ́ọ́ máa délé ní tó máa sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ sìyàn kan, wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe autopsy, wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe DNA, wọ́n fẹ́ lọ wọ mọ́tò níbì kan. Ẹ̀yin torí ìkà tó wà nínú yín, torí pé ẹ ṣàfẹ́ kéèyàn kan wà fault, torí hatred ẹ ní sí Wùnmí lẹ ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe. So now, if Josie collect money from someone or he did something from someone, ṣó fòògùn gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀? Kò fòògùn gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, ìwọ ló lọ bá. Ìwọ ni bàbá láàánú, ìwọ ni màmá láàánú to decide láti fún lówó. So the whole ideology of this one coming to drag Josie, that one will come, they will drag Josie. Me, I actually don't understand because what I am seeing there is this almost synonymous mọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Wùnmí recently. Ẹ fún Josie lówó, ẹ sọ pé ẹ help ẹ, but ẹ fẹ́ sọ di puppet. Tí wọ́n bá ti fún lówó lé ní ó fi pé ìwọ ló gbọ́dọ̀ lè control ẹ̀. Ìwọ ló gbọ́dọ̀ lè sọ fún pé ẹni báyìí ni kó bá ṣe life, ẹni báyìí ni kó má bá ṣe life. There was a day I heard he was on live with Papa Rhino and someone called to tell him to get out of that life now. And he left the life, true, simply because the person is the person pumping money at the moment. Aṣòro lóṣòó tì ní gbogbo wọn, ìtọ́ ẹ̀ ní gbogbo wọn ṣe ń jà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Josie. You understand? Aṣèrè lóṣòtì. They want to control the man because they are the one giving him money. But Mama mi á ní àjàlá tá ń nà. Àjàlá tá ń nà no be their fault now. Now you will carry yourself go meet them. Make them feel say this one fit just call you. Baba ya ma lọ sí Abuja. Do you know the way they control that man? For a man that lost his son, person go just talk say we don't book flight. Ma lọ sí Abuja, ẹ ma lọ sí Bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀, ẹ ma lọ sí Baba, ẹ ma lọ sí Dubai, ẹ ma lọ sí Kini kan ní Sinsin. You're not even asking him if he's interested in going or not. No one is even asking him. Is anyone asking Josie if he's tired of all these things? If he just wants his son to go and sleep? Is anyone asking him this question like, Baba, how is your mental health? Are you tired of this thing? Do you want to make peace with me? Do you want to make peace with the mother? Do you want Mohbad to be buried? Baba, what can we do at this stage to make you feel fine? Aside the fact that someone is saying they are donating for you today, donating for you tomorrow, and the next minute they are using it to abuse you. Has anyone ever asked him his current mental health? How is it? Except for them to say, he should now go to Abuja, they should now go and collect one lawyer. And in reality, you people know the truth of the matter because pay attention to pattern. For every lies they fabricate, it doesn't even take 2 weeks for everything to get busted. That is enough for you to understand that a lot is going on. Recently, I heard there was a conversation of 30 million for autopsy.
Autopsy, yeah. Autopsy and toxicology.
Bro, 30 million naira, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Èló gangan lọ, Abiola ńgbà tó kú, èló gangan lọ ná lórí autopsy Abiola tó fi mọ̀ pé bóyá tí ló mú, èló lọ ná. èlò ìgbà tábàṣà kú èlò lọ́nà tó fi mọ̀ pápù ni bàbá jẹ́ tí bàbá fi kú
Apology.
èlò lọ́nà ẹ̀dẹ̀ wá sọ kú ọmọ yẹn sọ di
And
ṣọ́ọ̀bù
these are wealthy people. These are wealthy people.
wealthy people ẹ̀dẹ̀ wá sọ kú ọmọ yìí any little thing ẹ sọ pé ẹgbà kan sí kóòtù sọ tẹ bá ti wá ṣe tán ẹ wá lọ sọ pé baba you know how many GoFundMe they don open on top Mohbad death you know how many GoFundMe they don open do we even know
Now,
in support of all these things safe.
And I think that your questions are really valid, because you look at it now. Number one is having the general court case. Number two is having another case, DNA case. Number three is having a case with African television. Number four is having a case that has to do with the royalty at the end of the day.
And then feel
so like 4 different cases in just all in one.
You understand? Even the money one are sent for him, how you want to enjoy the money when you have to wake up to think of how he's going to defend some of the fallacy he has committed. Shey you think say na social media they win case? Probably social media now. You people give him conditions on things to do. He needs to go to the court. He needs to prepare himself for a certain day when he feels like maybe today I just want to sit down. I don't want to talk to anyone. You have to go to that court. Can't you see that Josie looks tired anytime he goes to court? Can't you see that he's exhausted? But he invests a lot. To fi jẹ́ pé tí bá ẹ bá sọ pé ó ti sóhun ẹ sọ pé ṣé ó like bọ́mọ ẹ ṣe kú ni ó sá fún sọ lẹ́nu. Ó sá fún sọ lẹ́nu because gbogbo yín ti wá sọ ọmọ bàbá yẹn dẹrú yín eléyìí máa délé ní á ní what he did I will drag him I will ṣe kíní kan tẹ bá ti sọ nǹkan tí kò bá ti follow kan ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé tẹlòmíì ló follow ẹ máa sáré mu lọ́tà Papa Rhino ti drag ẹ̀ rí ó ní nǹkan tó ń pè ládẹ́nìkẹ́ ìyẹn ti drag ẹ̀ rí ìkan gbogbo yín ṣáà máa drag ẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi tó bá ti di pé bóyá ẹlòmíì wá ẹlòmíì ṣe nǹkan kan fún màá yẹn tí màá yẹn follow kíní ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ já tòsí o ẹ̀yin lẹ kọ níṣẹ́ ó dẹ̀ tí mo ṣẹ́ ju èèyàn ṣe é fi bàbá oníbàbá lẹ̀.
Okay, there is this new trend. I believe they should even make it an hashtag. They call it widow victimization, and it has been championing, particularly from your people, your supporters. Now looking at the narrative
Which
of
one is your
widow.
supporter? I don't understand.
People supporting Wumi now. People supporting Wumi. You said it now that my people, like you said it here now, so that's why I'm bringing it back to you.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. I'll get back to you.
So now, looking at the whole aspect of what widow victimization is, now I'm going to list out some categories of things, and I want you to, comment on that.
Okay.
Now, looking at the narrative of widow victimization, now, do you think Wumi is in that category? Now, considering the nerves that she had, to insult her father-in-law, widow victimization, her father-in-law. 2, shielding away Liam from the so-called father-in-law. 3, her attitude. Her attitude, her attitude towards, the inconclusive autopsy and toxicology. And the last one is taking selfie, her nails, general appearance. I think.
What was the first one?
Okay. The first one is the nerves she had, in insulting Baba Mohbad.
What will you say about a man that said Ogbe placenta? The placenta fenito placenta. What do you have to say about a man that indirectly call you call the wife's son unfaithful woman? What do you have to say about such man? A man that goes on social media and give people leverage to drag me. What do you have to say about that man?
that allow àwọn ọmọ ṣàgálà àwọn ọmọ ẹrú lásán lásán tó gbé lọ ṣẹrú nílùú àròbó tó lè fit in bàtà ẹsẹ̀. What do you have to say about a man that allow people like that ọmọ alágbo ọmọ aláta lásán lásán ìmí tí mi bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ó kọlà sóhùn gidi ni. What do you have to say about a man that allow all these miscreants tàbí irú eléyìí tó ń pè eléyìí tó parí secondary school tó pè rẹ̀ ní Perkins and likes of them tàbí eléyìí failed babaláwo tó ń parọ́ kiri pé òun ṣe babaláwo káàkiri. K version, K Prince, you have met all these guys. You know they are not even on your own level. Omari boy is in court now. Normal level, pé táwọn boy má parọ́. Normal level, pé ó wà ní element ẹ̀. Ṣáwọn boys ẹ̀ ṣọ́lẹ̀ kò ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ni. They no fit follow you talk. Sure, you understand. So what do we have to say about that man? That all of you are now coming out. A girl that missed her best friend, the best thing that has ever happened to her, that is mourning and going through that hard time. Then one man is coming out. Oh, I fear guy. Lay any tea on where wale any time what it is, what you wale lórí kó yọ ọ̀bẹ ó lọ jí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. Ó fi ẹgbà ìlérò ẹni ẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹni ẹ máa gbé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ṣépè pé ẹ ó máa fojú sunkún ọmọ ó máa ṣe kíní kan. Baba, ibi tí mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ dé ti yẹ kíní next question.
Okay, now the second one is shielding Liam away from our so-called father-in-law.
Ṣé ẹni tá a fẹ́ lù ń dárin ni? Ẹ sọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ọmọ pọ́mọ lọ́mọ àlè kí wọ́n á gbọ́mọ ṣẹ́yìn rẹ́dì láti bọ́mọ àlè ṣeré ni.
But before that,
bàbá ló tí wọ́n dànù. Bàbá ló tí wọ́n dànù o. Ẹni tẹ̀dẹ̀ ti fún àwọn èèyàn ní leverage pé kó máa ṣépè kó máa kú kó máa ṣe kínní. How is he going to trust you with that baby? We were all here when Bukky Jesse was saying anywhere they see Wunmi, they should kidnap Liam. So do you expect her to go around such dangerous environments? How's that on that? Next question.
Okay, our attitude towards the inconclusive autopsy and toxicology.
What was Josie's attitude the day he saw his son lying on the floor? Let us talk about that attitude. Attitude of a man that said in court, offer jùlọ woni ọjọ́ tá bá kiri bí ní wọlé ẹgbẹ́ ká lọ sí. What about that attitude? Let us talk about that attitude before we talk about attitude of someone that actually knows what killed her husband and which was the nurse that came around. Kini kó bá jọba fà? The government that used their own resources to empower the police to carry out that investigation on Mohbad. Kini kó bá wọn fà? Kó sọ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹni tó gbé ọmọ, the person that literally picked Mohbad up and said, let's go and bury him and bury the potential evidence. Because if Mohbad was not buried at all, it would have been a very easy run for the police to carry out all the investigations they needed to carry out. Let us talk about the person the person that literally messed everything up for the people in charge of the case. Don't let us talk about someone that they told that is inconclusive. Wait, what was she supposed to do? You think she was supposed to start shouting, yeah, you, ye? No, there's nothing she's gonna do except to have said. You see, for me, it's just nothing but the pure emotional blackmail to make people feel like wait, Kay, on a more serious note, yeah. What was he supposed to do?
Okay.
She was like, okay, the court came, they said everything is inconclusive and all of that. And was she supposed to say, why would it be inconclusive or whatsoever? There's nothing she's going to say.
Probably she should have the same reaction with that of Baba Mohbad because Baba Mohbad did not accept the results.
So
probably, like I said, probably.
Baba Mohbad had a reaction. You think he had a reaction? So what was what you're trying to say is she was supposed to disagree. So on what ground was she going to disagree on? We all know we all know that there's a procedure to autopsy and toxicology when the elements and specimens that are supposed to be used are not in place. we all know the result that is going to come out. And we all know that this was Goshe Wumiloni call us sin Mohbad lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n sin Mohbad lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀, ó wá padà wá sọ fún wa pé inconclusive ni nǹkan tí wọ́n rí. A different case entirely. You understand? Even me, when I had the results, I was expecting it. I have told everyone, if you watch my video very well, I've predicted everything that is going to happen. For me, Baba, this is not me being defensive or anything. There is the whole idea. See, we grieve in different ways. There's no template for that too. So you think because she didn't, the question, wait. So now, if she had said, it's a lie, let's go and carry out another autopsy. I want to fellow carry out another autopsy. Show ti gbàgbé pé wọ́n padà fi cash out ni. So think about the intentions after everything. What was these people that said Wunmi was supposed to act somehow? They acted the way they wanted Wunmi to act. But after that acting or whatsoever, or that reaction, what were their intentions? The intention was to do what again? Open GoFundMe and start requesting for crazy amount of money to carry out another autopsy. Where is the result of that autopsy since that time till date? You haven't seen it.
Till date.
Till date. Intentions goes a long way. No be reaction. Okay. Now your intention go a long way, Baba. Next question.
Okay, two more questions. Okay. I think one of the questions, taking selfies, her nails, general appearance, all those things, does it fall under the category of people that are subjected to hardship? I mean, the husband,
Come again.
The question I repeated, widow victimization. Okay. So all of those things that I highlighted. Now, do you think, and the fourth one is taking selfies, her nails, general appearance.
Baba, all those ones. Wait, let me answer that one. Even before Mohbad turned 3 months, after his death of 4 months, Josie has been going up and down. Josie has been licking his lips, saying he's single, he's this. He has been wearing clothes, flexing. He has been performing in churches. He has been dancing. He has literally had a girl beside him, telling the girl that I am single, making Snapchat, choosing filter and all. Wunmi waited for 1 year.
Really?
He waited for 1 fucking good year. Mohbad by now, if we reverse the case, Mohbad mati dobo, ọkùnrin ni mí, ẹ má yẹ ká tanra wa, àti dobo, àti lọ club.
Okay. Do you think Wunmi is in the relationship as we speak?
That's her own personal problem, not mine.
What do you think?
And she needs to move on. She's still young. She's still young. Tí Mohbad bá jẹ́ àbúrò mi, nǹkan tí màá sọ ni mò ń sọ yìí. She needs to move on with her life. She have a lot of things to do with her life. She should move on. Don't let us stop fooling ourselves. See, Mohbad tó bá ké Mohbad ló wà láyé tí Wunmi ti kú. Mohbad àti ṣe tú sọ̀mù àti dóbò lọ lóríṣiríṣi. Ẹ má yẹ ká tọra wa ti move on. Ọmọ Dibanji kú now. Ṣé Dibanji move on ni? We lost it fine this time last year now. Last 2 or last 3 years. Ṣé yẹn stop do a video láti dóbò láti fi be another twins ni? Baba, me, I know the person where they talk truth like
of course. You are very okay. Now 2 more.
Mi ò ti ní sọ pé kó wo contact ẹni tó bá ń toast ẹ tó rí ẹ bá pé kó move on pẹ̀lú life ẹ. She has to move on with her life. You understand? Because the only way, even if Mohbad was alive, Mohbad would have loved her to move on. You understand? People that lost us, whenever something happens, they don't have problem with us moving on with our lives. Josie has moved on. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ṣáà là ń gbọ́. Ṣé báwọn kan lọ sọ pé wọ́n ṣe some l'Abuja, wọ́n ṣe gbá, wọ́n ṣàwò, àwọn kò ṣáà ṣàwà lásọ. Ṣé báwọn ará wọn tọ́jọ́ ń lọ kiri náà. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan láti gbọ́. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan láti gbọ́. Ṣàmà ní kí Josie máa move on ni kó dẹ̀ má dóbò mọ́. Pé kó lose ọmọ. You know that you are active. He's just 50 something. Josie is not an uncle to me. Josie is not an uncle to me. Kò lè bí mi lọ́mọ. It's a simple reality. I know my age. Kò lè bí mi lọ́mọ. Plus ni mo máa pè tí bá rí on street. It's the simple truth. Sure you understand?
Okay. two more questions, and I'll put an end to this. I really enjoy your conversation with you. But two more questions. I want to cast your mind back a little bit, because there was a controversy that was actually surrounding you in particular.
Okay.
In this case of Mohbad, and that controversy is that you were you were the ones fishing out people that will be arrested, for the king, as at that time. How true is it that you were the one that was championing people? Because they said they caught you on tape, or let me just say on record, that you said that you are the one that are going to do this, that. Now, how true is all these controversy, all these allegations?
Is
Did
there
you ever facilitated it?
is there any law that hold me
Mm,
against doing the right thing to help the police and the society?
mm,
There is no law that is against
mm,
that.
mm,
If I did it, let me see. Okay, you people are not paying attention. Owasita, onílágbájá
mm,
kan, ó rán yàn kan lọ gbé kinní kan fún yàn kan, ó bọ́lẹ̀ nínú mọ́tò,
mm,
kábíyèsí kan pè ẹ́ and everything. Àwọn abiyamọ tára ń ta, all believe gbogbo nǹkan tó
mm,
sọ. Ṣé lè
mm,
understand? Ìgbà tó believe nǹkan tó sọ tán, ọwọ́ wa báyìí. Gbogbo èèyàn ti channel energy because ó fẹ́ really mọ bí tí kinní ti wá. But at the end of the day,
mm,
lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti focus lórí Elégùṣì tán, ìgbà tó ọlọ́pàá wa
mm,
mú ẹ̀, ó ní kò sí nǹkan tó jọ mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ti solve riddles yẹn already.
mm,
Pé okay, ibi tá a fọkàn sí yìí kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ because ìgbà tọ́lọ́pàá ti gbé ẹ tó ti sọ pé ṣé tòótọ́ ni kinní tó dẹ̀ sọ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́, definitely irọ́ ló ń pa.
some people do not understand Yoruba.
Okay, so there is no constitution
Mm,
that says I can't
mm,
help police with their investigation or whatsoever that is going on. There is no constitution that holds me
mm,
against that. There is no constitution that
mm,
says I can't demand for clarity in any case.
mm,
So now, these so-called individuals, they were saying it was Elegushi that did this. Elegushi sent someone to go and give someone something. Elegushi PA called them,
mm,
etc., etc. At the end of the day, when they got arrested by the police and the police questioned them and they denied everything, saying it was never that they were just saying it out of this and that and all. That is enough for you to even appreciate the fact that, oh, this person said so thing, but at the end of the day, despite the fact that we've actually put our mind towards this thing, but everything is now like, okay, this case regarding this person is closed. Let us channel our energy on other things. Because these so-called individuals, they were dragging the KBC and everybody then. They couldn't even prove everything they said. We got to find out that everything were all fabricated lies. You understand? Is that the society we are living in now? Because you have social media platform, you have the right to come on social media. Look at recently, people are A-list Spin Darlington for dragging Burna Boy and all those kind of stuff. Burna Boy got him arrested. Spin Darlington suddenly turned to victim. Meanwhile, Burna Boy was the victim. We are now living in a society whereby we are trying to normalize defamation of character, bullying people, fabricating all sorts of lies. And people want to normalize this thing. And I think that was what literally pissed me off. So there is no constitution that if anyone claim I said anything or they caught me on tape, there is no constitution that is against it. I will even do it one more time if I have the opportunity. Say something bad about someone. I will source for everything to make sure you go there and defend what you have said. I will do everything in
okay.
my power.
So now there was another case of Baba Mohbad visiting. It was being invited by the police, and up till now, I don't think there was anything that he must have said. But his people that were there, they said that Baba Mohbad was not. That the issue was for to settle. What and what. The situation was not. It was not clear. as at that time. So can you tell us, can you clarify, some of those things that actually happened in that
Okay, are you talking about that
zone
time that
two?
the KBC and everyone were invited?
Yeah, yes,
Elegushi made
yes.
it clear to them that he has no relationship or business with their son and all. And he said he's willing for the son to get justice and all of that. And when they questioned Josie regarding it, Josie said he's also talking based on what people are saying, that there was never a time he literally mentioned that Elegushi said anything, that it was these same people that were giving him all these narratives. That it was these same people that
But
was
what?
giving him the narratives.
But they are saying that he is currently signing every time in zone two. How true
Well,
is that?
I wouldn't know anything about that, but all I know is that if Josie has testified to it that yes, what they are saying is truth, I'm very sure they will be in court by now. Because Elegushi will have to play his own name. Baba will also have to like prove the fact that yes, truly, whatsoever they have been saying, everything is truth. You understand? So I'm
Okay,
very sure
fine.
maybe along the
Now,
line they were able to settle it between themselves, because if Josie truly, excuse me, sorry, if Josie truly feels or knows that, oh, this man had something to do with his son's death, I don't see any reason why he's going to back down. He will never back down. So definitely, maybe he was able to make it clear to them that so this whole thing was a hearsay and all. So in a situation whereby he admitted that it's a hearsay, and KBC knows that this man just lost his son, it's going to be unhuman for him to now say he wants to proceed with case and all. Go down now, enter lose and all. So I felt maybe Elegu should just have to like, apply sentiment to it and uh,
now, finally, you are going to answer these two questions in a row. Finally, do you think that Wumi will apologize to Baba Mohbad
for
eventually?
what?
And
What
do
did
you
she
think
do?
so? And you
What
know,
did she do wrong?
well, I think with the way Baba Mohbad sees it, she feels that she never said anything to him in regards to what happened to his son.
What was she supposed to say?
I don't
What do you
know. I
want to
don't
do?
know.
Baba, chill now. What do you want to tell a man that came, found his son's dead body lying on the floor, and the next thing is Ojo Tabari Bini Wole? Okay, wait, let me ask you a question. Wetin make Kumi dey talk now? Wetin she suppose dey? She family wey una don scatter on social media. Family wey una don ruin their life for social media. Family wey be say this day wey dem dey bury pikin, one person don dey come out. Ṣé rí ibi tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá yé dé? Ẹ wo ibi tí bàbá ẹ̀ ń gbé. Family that is feeling entitled over Mohbad, that I can legit tell you that even Mohbad has never enjoyed 10 million naira in his own mouth. Shey bro, go to Mohbad's page. Go and check everything Mohbad is wearing. Does Mohbad looks like an artist that has actually done 15 million naira shopping for himself? Go and check all these things now. Go and check. Does he look like an artist that has actually looked at himself? How many times Mohbad don't travel out? This is festive period now. Everybody we go Ghana. Everybody go Ghana, go chill. We go flex. During those years, I've never met Mohbad in Ghana. How much the boy don't chop for him mouth? So the family don't destroy their life out of say one person they feel sorry for one person and all these things. So waiting Wunmi suppose, what is she actually apologizing for? That is the question I want to ask you. She should apologize for a
Okay,
man that made her vulnerable to people, to be called all sort of name,
okay.
Transformer Leki, Ashana Leki, Tani Baba Baby, Iniko Kinikon.
He
She
never
should go
said.
and,
He never said most of those. He never
no,
said
I
most
said
of those
a
things.
man
You know
that
that.
made it vulnerable, that made her vulnerable to people that are now making them call her different names. Wait, she should apologize to a man that had that the suspect that is behind bars, that the man helped them. to say that she go ahead and solicit for money through Weston and all those things. She should apologize to a man that literally doesn't have problem with Prime Boy being released. Someone they called the suspect to your son's death. And people are soliciting for funds and you don't have problem with it. You didn't come out to say, Nigerians, I didn't ask you to ask for funds for Prime Boy. Prime Boy is the main suspect to my son's death now. If you people should try to bail him and scatter this case, Ogunlo Makpan or anything, she should go and apologize to that man. Baba,
Let's flip it. Okay, now let's flip it. Let's look at it on the other end, on the other side. Let's flip it. Do you think Baba Mohbad will eventually apologize to Wunmi, and why?
Baba, only that, you Yoruba people, you have a funny culture. Our more Delta, you have funny culture.
Wow.
Àgbàlagbà kì í jẹ̀bi ọmọ kékeré.
True, Yoruba.
Bọ̀ bàbá kò ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ló máa níyànjú. Adóniláyè ò fojú ewu ni. Oh yeah. But ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ti fi àṣà pé tí tẹ́nàntì tí landlord bá dóyàwó tẹ́nàntì náà ló ń lọ. Ẹ ti fi buy a lot of things jẹ. My honest opinion is this. I wish they can find the balanced ground to come together and settle. But nǹkan ti bàjẹ́ gan ké. Nǹkan ti bàjẹ́ gan. Nǹkan ti bàjẹ́ gan ké. Ẹ má ká máa parọ́ fúnra wa. Báwo ni Josie àti ọmọ ẹ̀ báwo lẹ fẹ́ jókòó máa wòra wọn? Báwo lọmọ ẹ ṣe fẹ́ jókòó wò pé bàbá tóun gbọ́kànlé pé igi lẹ́yìn ọgbà òun ló fà á kéèyàn kan fi gbé òun ṣépè gbọ́n mọ òun ṣépè parọ́ mọ́ òun sọ pé ọgbẹ́ kí lorúkọ kíní tó kíní ibi ọmọ forgotten the
placenta
and all those things. Bro, there are some people in my life that I can never talk to in my life anymore. Not because I don't want to talk to them, but I know the pains in which you have caused me can never heal. There's nothing you want to tell me. There's nothing you want to tell me. Do you know that? Okay, I told someone something. Yeah, good evening there. If Josie had played it as an elderly person, ṣòro tó wá jẹ́ pé mímọ̀ pa kú Mohbad, ó máa ti wà easy jù láti jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa mọ̀, because àwọn àgbàlagbà wọn sọ pé ojú làgbàlagbà ń yá àgbàlagbà ń yẹ ni. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé tó bá wà close tọ́jọ́ ṣe kiri yẹn kiri, ó láwọn nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn máa observe, ó láwọn nǹkan tó máa observe tó máa fi jẹ́ pé bàbá yẹn kò máa wà sure bóyá àwọn phone calls kan tí Wùnmí ò ní gbé lójú ẹ̀ tó máa later find out pé bóyá ẹni tó lọ ọmọ gangan ni Wùnmí bá sọ̀rọ̀, tàbí àwọn olówó àwọn kankan pé kí Wùnmí máa ṣe jẹ́ pé bàbá yẹn máa fura, jẹ́ pé bàbá yẹn kọ́ lè lọ́wọ́ agbára pé mi ni bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ ta ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù yẹn, fún mi fóònù yẹn mo fẹ́ wẹ́n tó jẹ́ pẹ́ni yẹn lójú mi, Wùnmí ara ń fún mi sí ẹ, ara ń fún mi sí ẹ ṣoṣù ọ̀pọ̀ wọ́n pa kí ni but àyìn èèyàn ya wèrè gan o, nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad àti family wọn kò ń ṣe kékeré o. I no go lie o, I no go lie, and now all these stupid Ikorodu boys, I didn't do that thing. All these uneducated miscreants, I didn't do that thing.
Now, what do you think about? Now, what do you think about all these people inboxing people for money and
I had
that is happening?
They said there is one guy, PSC or whatsoever that people are. That's what I kept telling you. Kò sóòótọ́ mọ́ ọ̀nà àtijẹ́ ló kù. Ọ̀nà àtijẹ́ ló kù. Ṣé you understand? Because wàá fòkùn pé nílé yín pé kẹ́ wá ṣe justice for Mohbad. Ẹ fẹ́ lọ sí kóòtù lẹ́ńlẹ́ ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ ní káwọn èèyàn dáwó fún yín. Ẹ ní kó dáwó protest fún yín. Ìkan dé láìdé lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. Òun ní sísè.
People are not understanding English.
So what I'm saying is this. Yeah, people already turned it to money-making venture. You see different people coming today, they will tell you they're going for the inquest. They'll start asking people to donate money for them for transportation. It wasn't as if anyone came to your house to invite you to come and do this justice for Mohbad. You voluntarily said you want to use your time, your energy, and your resources. Why do you always have to go to people and tell them they should give you money, you are going to court, they should give you money, you want to go and print one document? One literally came out recently saying, yeah, there's a CCTV. He's an investigative journalist. Where did you? He's a private detector. Blah 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 blah. Where were you certified? He said he's going to collect CCTV footage from the estates. You are not the Nigerian police. The only CCTV footage that they can even give the Nigerian police first is the one that is in Mohbad's house, if I thought there was a CCTV there. For you to be able to get the one of the estate, you need to talk to the estate authority and the management.
Yeah.
Even their CSO doesn't have the right to give you CCTV footage without the authorization of the estate. This thing. So why are you lying to people that you have one CCTV footage? Are you more stronger than the Nigerian police that they will hand over CCTV footage to you and they won't give the Nigerian police? Are people using their head? You are now walking up and down, Parokiri, you can also Ogbowo Asho 43,000 naira, Ogba 900k plus. Everybody just they cash out. And I just they use the boy cash out. You know the funniest part of the whole thing? You see these people they call Dawoku Nation. Intentions one day were pure. Yeah, intention, all these Lule Nation, their intentions might be poor, may be pure. It is for the movement so that something of such can never happen again. But those of you that they are giving the money, that they are trusting with their money, you kept lying to them so that you can get that money out of their hands. You make them feel like you have one intel that is strong, that you can use to win this case or you can do anything.
True.
All these
I
people
think that's what
need to
happened in the
be
case of
arrested.
this man too.
You understand? The extortion is too much. All these people need to be arrested. This is extortion.
You collect money from someone and you defame the person.
You understand?
You now,
Especially this idiot they call Arifa. He's been everywhere on social media. They said he will slide in this one's DM, he will slide in that one DM. Oh, mama, sorrow, Benny, maybe, oh, ti toton. To bá project nígbà míì pẹ̀lú àwọn oògùn má gé mi lọ́rùn chain tó ń kó sọ́rùn. You just look at him like, who is this miscreant? Ṣó níṣẹ́ ni? Tó bá ti wá sọ̀rọ̀ wá máa gbógun jáde, wá máa gbépè jáde, wá máa ṣe kíní, èpè tó lò láti fi túnlé ayé ara ẹ̀ ṣe. They were talking about this boy they call Arifa sometimes last week that he's sliding in one person's DM, asking this one for money. Someone said they collected 2.5 million naira, and the next thing the wife went to do wedding. All this kind of and no one is talking about all these things. Why are you using Mohbad's death to make money?
Gurexi also.
Hey, now they mentioned that man they called Gurexi. Only want to fund truck. They said that PSC guy. You know the funniest part of the whole thing? This guy they call PSC. Now even nigga will be say, but jet up way low now. We don't know anything where they saw up on social media. Aye last protect so low la ati many ton fún wọn lówó yìí.
Okay, let's just try to round up a bit. Now, what advice do you now have for everybody fighting for this justice? What advice would you have to give to us?
Photo. There is no cheating in picture. It is the way you sit that they are going to print out your picture. You that came into this justice for Mohbad with pure hearts, trust me, you receive your reward. You that wants to use it to become rich overnight, become famous overnight, they will say something in court, you will come and say something different entirely. You will meet it, you will meet everything in front. You that are pushing out content and all those behaviors and all those things, don't worry. See, all of us, we are definitely going to reap what we sow. Our contribution to this movement, all of us, it is just a matter of time. Karma is a fucking bitch. You understand? So what I'm going to say is this. You still have the opportunity to do the right thing. You still have the opportunity to be honest with your analysis. You still have the opportunity to be sincere with things you're saying. You still have the opportunity to return people's money. You still have the opportunity to stop lying to people to collect money. You still have the opportunity to stop lying to Joseph Aloba, like, pay to bá lè dàrú kó dàrú, because at the end of the day, Wunmi already gave green light for the DNA. If result comes back and we find out that Liam's belongs to Mohbad, what's the next thing? What is the next thing? That means automatically by right, next of kin is Liam. Let's now assume that millions of nairas or dollars ends up being in Wunmi's custody through Liam. How do you want Josie to feel, knowing that you people gave him penny to paint a narrative while he's going to end up losing millions over penny? Treasures, forever money that Wunmi could have called the lawyer and say, Grandpa deserves 30%. You understand? 30% of anything Mohbad is making is going to Grandpa. 30, or maybe the girl just decide like 20 goes to Grandpa, 20 goes to Grandma, Adura and Blessing, 10.
Blessing.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because gbogbo yín ṣe bí ẹni pé ẹ lè dúró tán, ẹ ń ṣe bí ẹni pé ẹ ready láti drop bùkátà yín fún Josie. Ọjọ́ tó bá ti sin Mohbad, everything ti tán, kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ. Kò tẹ́ ẹ sọ ọjọ́ tó bá ti sin Mohbad, bro, ọjọ́ tí DNA result bá ti wá, tẹ́tí gbọ́ result, kò sí kéèsì mọ́. Last kini tó ti ń sọ fún yín pé until further notice, ṣorí tí court tàbí kòrónà bá ti ń sọ until further notice, ẹjọ́ ti ń tán lẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ṣèbé kò yìí ni, no be this Naija. Ẹjọ́ ti ń tán lẹ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀ yín ti ń sún wọn nìyẹn. Pé wo until further notice, tó bá ti ṣe DNA tán sìn, tó parí DNA, tí Wunmi ti prove pé ọkọ òun ló lọ́mọ. Wunmi lè gabaza let everybody know. She can now come out and say, I want my husband to be buried.
Yeah.
You understand? Then she can come out if she wants to and insist, I want my husband to be buried. And the moment Mohbad get buried, what do you still want to go around and say, you want to buy coffee, you want to buy new land where they are going to bury Mohbad, or you want to report? No. Then it will now remain how Josie is going to survive. Are you people going to be consistent by sending in money? What business have you opened for Josie that is going to sustain him for the rest of his life? They ruined that family.
Well, there was a time recently they said they wanted to build a music house for Baba Mohbad, and Gurezi said, kicked against it. Maybe something for him to enjoy in his life.
Baba, ṣé orin Baba Mohbad yẹn làwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ sí i? Ṣé o gbọ́ level tí gospel music ti wá sí i? Ṣé o gbọ́ orin táwọn ọmọ yẹn ń kọ sí i ní gospel kìíní fún àwọn àgbàlagbà wọn? Bàbá yẹn jẹ́ ká máa tọ́ra wa, ẹ̀yin justice for Mohbad máa gbọ́ mi fújà rẹ̀.
All right, thank you so much.
Ìbò ayọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀fẹ́ máa lọ fi gbọ́ Josie.
Okay, thank you so much. You've I really appreciate you, for your time and your honest opinion and everything that you have said today. In fact, I'm really I'm excited because I've learned a lot, particularly from the artist's point of view that you shared and even your advice. You said people have the opportunity to make amends. Right now they have opportunity to make amends.
Let anybody. Don't be desperate when they bring that contract in front of you. Don't be desperate. No. Shebi obìnrin filebe oshako lebe fe do any. Oh yeah, wololobo nidi. You understand? You're the one with the pussy. You understand? Take your time. Don't jump at anything they are giving to you as an artist. It's a win-win for both parties, yeah?
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
Yeah.
Konibaje. And I hope some other time I'll definitely ring you so that we can talk more extent. I want to I want to champion a campaign on this artists and manage record label
Before
education.
then, my health will have been in the perfect position.
By God's
Yeah.
grace, yes,
I'll
definitely,
even be able
definitely.
to
So
come
when
on camera and all those things.
yeah, yeah, because we need to do that is going to be where we're going to talk
Bro, I
extensively
got you now.
and
You know, so I did for you now.
of course, yeah, we'll talk more. So thank you so much, Mr. Kunda.
Okay.
Definitely, I'm going to, yeah, all right, sir.
Have a nice day.
All right, so it has been an interesting time with Mr. Konibaje. I hope you all have learnt, and I have a lot of take home for me. I have a lot of take home and artist management, artist record label. You might have a family. This is the era where many young people wants to do music. You want to just do music, and they say no knowledge is wasted. Try as much as possible to make sure you have good education. Yeah, fine. You might say school is a scam. You might say you don't want to go to school, that you just want to do music. But then there is the education part of music. And he highlighted that some of the circles in Mohbad are asking that who are the people, for you and as an artist, who are the people that you need to surround yourself with majorly before you sign a contract? He said your lawyer. He said you need yourself, because you need to be informed. Then he talked about your content writer, your content person, and also your manager. You need a sound manager. So you need, these are the list of people. And I narrowed it down to Mohbad. I said, looking at all these people you mentioned, do you think Mohbad had? So he said, and he's of the opinion that he said when he assessed the people around Mohbad, they were just his friends, who were trying to play some of these roles. And he said, I didn't mean they had that information. They have that information, they have that, knowledge about what it means to have a relationship and all of these things. What Mohbad, what happened to Mohbad with Naira Marley, the fight, wouldn't have happened. So it is good for us to have education in everything that we want to do. And uh it made mention of having reconciliation, like you have the opportunity to make amends, to make to change, in this justice for Mohbad. So all right, it's been an interesting time. I look, that Talk with K Crown comes up every Thursday and Sunday, and this Sunday we're going to be having another interesting person for an interview. I hope you enjoy the show. I enjoy it, and I learned, and this is what we hope to achieve on every program that comes your way. And don't forget that if you just joining, the full video of this program will be uploaded on the YouTube. But the information on the program is going to be posted on my bio. Like, there's a flyer that I made for Konibaje, so I'm going to drop the update there. If the video has been uploaded, I'm going to drop it there. So you can go to Poke Media on YouTube, um, to watch videos and existing interviews that we've done. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, my gifters. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for everything that you have done. Your feedback, your favorable comments. Thank you so much, and let's us know that this program does not just reverse on justice for Mohbad. Like I told him, we're going to be talking about relationship, artist management, the deals, bringing professionals to teach us, to lecture us on different aspects of life. Now we're talking about widow victimization. Definitely one of these days I'm going to bring someone to talk to us about widows victimization, what widows face, and all of those things. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Konibaje, for for your time. Thank you so much for every one of you that have watched this program. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. Your support is will go a long way. So thank you so much, and God bless. So on Sunday, we're gonna be having another interesting time. And don't forget that we are also having upcoming debates. The debate is still, we are still, in the planning stage and all of those things, because we want to make it a big, the debates is going to come from the best of best from Baba Mohbad supporters and the best of best from women supporters. We just want to have intellectual debates. It is not buzzwords everywhere. This time around, we want to talk intellectually. So all of the updates and all of these things is going to be coming up very soon. So stick to this page. So thank you so much. We'll see on Sunday.